Out in the jungle, what do we find? Animals and birds of every kind. Monkeys, bees, parrots high up in the trees. Tigers and lions, frogs and pythons. Let's see how these animals move. Monkeys, they go ooh, ooh, ooh. Let me see your ooh, ooh, ooh. Show me your monkey, ooh, ooh, ooh. Let me see your lion roar, lion roar, lion roar. Let me see your lion roar, lion roar, lion roar. On the ground the snakes do slither, slipping and sliding, it gives me the shivers. Let's make the sound of a snake. Let's make the sound of a snake. So today we're going to be making funky finger puppets. Look at them! They're having a great time. What a family. And I'm going to show you how to do it. You will need multicoloured paper, scissors, sellotape, and pens and pencils to decorate. We're going to cut strips all the way across and halfway down the paper. And remember, scissors are sharp, so you may need to get a grown-up to help you. Lovely, and this will be our puppet's hair. So once you've done that, we're then going to draw our puppet face in the middle of the piece of paper. So for this, I'm going to draw some big goggly eyes, a nice nose, and a big grin with a cheeky tongue sticking out. So your puppet should look like that. And now we're going to place our finger on the back of the puppet in the middle and wrap it round to secure the body. And we're going to get our sellotape and we're going to stick that across the puppet, joining those two bits together, nice and secure, and there we are. And now we're going to pull down its hair to give it its nice crazy hairdo, and there you have it, your very own funky finger puppet. So today we've been talking about all the lovely things that we like to do with our friends and family. You could say that these are our favourite things. Would you like to hear what some of my favourite things are? Making and baking the summer and springtime, running about in an extended playtime, learning a new song that we can all sing. These are a few of my favourite things. When I'm poorly or I'm lonely, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favourite things, and then I don't feel so bad. I wonder what some of your favourite things could be. The king asked the queen, and the queen asked the dairymaid, could we have some butter for the raw slice of bread? The queen asked the dairymaid said, certainly, I'll go and tell the cow now before she goes to bed. The dairymaid, she curtsied and went to the Alderney. Don't forget the butter for the royal slice of bread. The Alderney said sleepily, oh, you'd better tell His Majesty that many people nowadays like marmalade instead. The dairymaid said, fancy, and went and told Her Majesty. She curtsied to the Queen and she turned a little red. Excuse me, Your Majesty, for taking of liberty, but marmalade is tasty if it's very thickly spread. The Queen said, oh, and went to His Majesty. Talking of the butter for the raw slice of bread, many people think that marmalade is tasty. Would you like to try a little marmalade instead? The king said, bother! And then he said, oh, dearie me! The king sobbed, oh, dearie me! And went back to bed. Nobody, he whimpered, could call me a fussy man. I only want a little bit of butter for my bread. The Queen said, there, and went to the dairymaid. The dairymaid said, there, and went to the shed. The cow said, there, I didn't really mean it. Here's milk for his porringer and butter for his bread. The Queen took the butter and brought it to His Majesty. The King said, butter, eh? And bounced out of bed. Nobody, he said as he kissed her tenderly. Nobody, he said as he slid down the banisters. Nobody, my darling, could call me a fussy man, but I do like a little bit of butter for my bread.